Hi, it's Summer with Wild Women Studios. Today I'm going to dye another wig. This one is one that I dyed first but then decided it was too dark, and so I have lightened it using some Oops color remover, which was a little torturous, and so I also went back and heavily conditioned it again to try to get it in some better condition for the next dye. So I'm gonna try to dye it very similar to this color. It's a little yellower now, and there's some places that I missed, honestly, that I missed when I was taking out the color. I'll see if I can find you a spot like here. If you look in here, you can see it's a little dark. That might be hard to see. But yeah, there's some dark spots. And so I'm going to use what I used last time, which is this Sense color in a light gray. But instead of a number 20 developer, I'm going with a 30 this time, because there's probably a little bit of dye left in the wig and I want to make sure I get all of that counteracted. So next step is I want to mix up some of the developer and the dye, and I'm doing a double batch because I just barely had enough last time with a single to do this. And so I'm going to do a double batch, and I'm going to have plenty left over, and I'll show you just 1 second starting to apply it to the wig and get some color going. Stick around. So we're just going to mix the developer with the color. This will just take a few minutes to mix up, and then we'll start to apply it. Yeah, I've got this thoroughly mixed. It's very creamy, and we're going to start to apply it right here in that part. And that's where I'm just going to start. I'm going to start by just applying some right here and getting it worked in really well into the root, as it were, of this wig. And then I will go through and I will section it off. And with each section, I will work into the next set of root a little bit. And I'm going to go all over this wig, working into the root really well and into the lace, which you can see the lace right there. It's not going to do much to the lace. It's not going to color it really, but it will be nice just to have it all consistent. So I'm going to keep going. I'll bring you back when I've gotten a little further along on the root. Okay, we're back, and this is all flipped upside down, but I've got it. So it is done at the roots. All the roots are all done. And I'm already starting to turn a little grayish, if you can see that color shift right there. Yeah, you can kind of see where it's getting a little grayer in here, right? So it's working, and I'm going to keep going pretty quickly now, and I'm not going to keep showing you. I'm just going to work in some bulk of this stuff because I still have this much left, and that's a lot. So that's plenty to work through, and I'll come back when we get it done and show you the whole wet. Okay, here she is, all coated heavily. Got good thick coat, and held up, pushed up into the top. And oh, hey Gracie, there's our doggo helping out. And so I'm gonna let this sit for 20 minutes or so, and then I'll come back and show you rinsing it out. Thanks. Okay, back to rinse the wig out. This one has a pin stuck in. Let me pull the pin that held it onto the wig stand. All right. And we're going to lather this up a little bit. There we go, that'll come out. And lather it up and give it a soak. And with this, we have to be careful with the lace. I've already kind of messed this one up by getting the lace pushed through in places, or the hair pushed through the lace, I mean. So we want to get it kind of wet, and then work a little bit of a lather into the hair. And we want to be careful not to get it too tangled as we go. I just want to work that up into a lather, like silky lather. And then we're going to rinse it all off. And there's a couple of ways we can do this. I can do it like this, but I just let it fill up. And just work it in and out like that. But that takes a pretty good while, so I'm just going to unstuff it and just do it by hand. We're trying to make sure I don't push any of the lace back through the front of the wig. So rinse this direction on the lace, and then we'll rinse down on the rest of the wig. And you can see already that I'm getting a good silver color here, just like what I wanted. So I will keep going and keep rinsing and come back and show you when it's done rinsing. Okay, at this phase, I'm gonna kind of wring out the excess water from this wig because I wanted to a deep condition. Now I kind of cheated because I'm going to use this one that came with some box color because it's just a really great conditioner. But the trick with the wig like this, these lace front wigs, is you don't want to get the conditioner up around the lace because that will make the knots loosen up and it will come untied. So we don't want that to happen, but we're going to work this conditioner through to the ends, starting, I don't know, an inch or two from the cap of the wig, and just work it through. And I will let this sit for a few minutes and then rinse it again. And when I've rinsed it again, it'll be time to hang it up to dry, and it should be done. But you can see I can get in that silver color that I wanted instead of that kind of brassy blonde. Okay, I'll show you one more quick trick since I haven't shown this before. But once I have squeezed most of the water out, I've just rinsed the conditioner out, I will bring it and lay it on a towel like this. And I will fold the towel over and just blot it dry. Just briefly, not real dry. I'm just going to get the most of the excess water out of it. And we'll go the other way and blot. And then we will hang it on a drying rack to finish drying. And here's the finished product in our new light silver color. And I think it turned out really well. We'll just move over here, let it dry. It should dry just fine overnight. And then it'll be ready to style. So that's how we take a inexpensive Amazon human hair wig and customize the color. Thanks for stopping by.